You're listening to Boss Ladies and Babies.
Business Blab.
We're taking off our mom hats and letting our entrepreneurial side show.
So grab a notebook and give yourself a bossy timeout.
Welcome back, Business Blab. This is Mickey.
And this is Megan. Hello, everybody. For this episode of Business Blab, we are going to be talking a little bit about how to identify your target audience. We talk so much about different tips that you can do to build your business and, to provide value to your audience, but we haven't really taken the time to sit back and think, who is your audience and how do you establish that?
Yep, so we have some tools that you can use to kind of make it easier, and then just some insider tips. But one of the first tools that you can use on Facebook and Instagram, they have analytic tools that you can actually go into and see the demographic that you're reaching, the kind of posts that people are reacting to, all that kind of information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's kind of a lot. So it would be something that you guys might want to take some time to really study how to look at these, because you can go so deep into a dive with these tools. But you can see like what days and times people are showing up to your page, where they live, their age demographic, I mean, down to their zip code, everything. It's like male or female. It's amazing how much you can narrow it down, and it will help you kind of figure out, okay, I know that, women from 18 to 50 are looking at my page at this time on Wednesdays and Fridays. So I want to make sure that I'm gearing my post to these groups on that time on Wednesdays and Fridays, things like that. So it takes a little bit of time to kind of balance out, like, these people are watching then, so this is when I'll do these posts. These people are watching at a different time. That's when I'll do these posts.
Yeah, it's a lot of information, but it can really help streamline your efforts that you're putting into your business, because then you're not just driving yourself crazy and posting something, okay, every morning at this time or whatever you might think. Narrowing it down to those more specific things helps you, kind of target yourself a little more directly and not be so spread out and hectic.
Yeah, work smarter, not harder. That's one of
Yep.
my favorite sayings. Seeing, who's watching, where they're coming from, where are they watching from, what are they watching on, what platforms they're on. A lot of our followers and audience are on Instagram and Facebook. We're not really spending a lot of time or effort on Twitter or LinkedIn, or, we just recently got on YouTube because we think, after looking over some of these stats, we think that we would have an audience on YouTube, and we think maybe we'd have an audience on Pinterest. But just kind of knowing where they're coming from, that you're not wasting your time like, constructing the perfect tweet when really nobody's going to see you on Twitter that's in your demographic.
Yep. So next you can go over your insights. So it helps identify your top performing posts. It categorizes them by posting type. So videos, promotions, educational information, entertainment. And you can see, are my followers increasing? You can measure your following and your likes and get a lot of information from there.
Yeah, it's really, really helpful just in general when you're planning your social media strategy to break your post types down into, I think these 4 categories are the most important: video, promotion, educational, and entertainment. Basically, anything that you could want to post on social could fall into one of those categories. So having that laid out and then knowing which ones are performing more. Like, often people say video, 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 but for us, at least on our Boss Ladies page, video isn't really the top performer. A lot of our audience are busy moms. They don't really have time to sit and watch videos. It's better to see, honestly, on our page, stories are what people like, because it's quick and they don't have to read. It's a, quick little video. So kind of knowing what your people actually want to see, so you're not wasting your time, crafting this video that's 10 minutes long with all this information when maybe you could have just put it into a quick story and summed it up, because more people would gain value from that.
So once you have an idea of who your audience is, you want to determine if this is the audience that you want. Does this audience fit into your branding words, your mission statement, your niche? I know for us, we're focused on women, like 18 to 50 is a good range for us. So if we're getting a lot of feedback that are men, perhaps, then maybe, we'll want to tweak our content a little bit and our outreach to make sure that we bring it back to our brand and our values and the people that we're trying to reach out and support.
Yeah, perfectly said. You just have to remember that your audience is your audience. You're attracting them to provide what you have to offer. And so it's okay to be picky, especially when you're starting out. It might feel like, oh, I can't turn away, viewers, or I can't turn away business, but it really needs to all go back into your mission statement and what's important to you. So just kind of going over some of these tips and making sure that what you're putting out there is being received by who you want it to will make sure that you stay authentic in your business. So between the items that we mentioned and the content that your audience is showing you they enjoy, you should have a good idea of who they are, and you can really work to gear your content towards them. Again, smarter, not harder.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys got some great information out of that. Go check out your analytic tools, go over your insights, and narrow down that audience. And until next time, stay bossy.
Thank you for listening to Boss Ladies and Babies. If you like this episode, be sure to rate, review, and leave us some feedback.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and join the conversation in our Facebook group at Boss Ladies and Babies.
And until next time,
Stay bossy.